Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are a new viewer. Thank you so much for coming along. I've had quite a few new subscribers, so thank you for checking my channel out and subscribing, and thank you for coming back if you are a regular. I know I have viewers that have been with me for many years, so all is welcome. Thank you so much. Today is Sunday. I didn't film anything yesterday. So we went to Slimming World and I lost £0.5 pound and Ian lost 3.5, I think. It was either 3 or 3.5, I can't remember. So yeah, is what it is. I was happy with my £0.5 pound. I was hoping for a little bit more, but I don't know, I feel a little bit more motivated this week about it, so we'll just see how it goes. I know it's only Sunday, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yesterday, Ian went with Bills to go and pick up something from Nottingham, which is about 2.5 hours away from here. So Ian went with Bills. I went with Casey after the calf to go and pick up the boys. Then they all came here. We went to Tesco on the way and we got some lunch. I know we went to the calf, but we got some hot cross buns. I know. So we got hot cross buns. The boys had sandwiches and stuff, and we just had the most chilled, relaxed, wonderful day. I had the most awful dream, not last night, the night before, about the boys saying that they didn't like me. And I don't know whether it was playing on my mind because I knew I was going to see them, and it was already planned that Casey was going to come here, and I cut her hair for her yesterday. So, and I did the boys as well. And I don't know whether that was playing on my mind and stuff, but we just had such a lovely, cuddly day. They just, yeah. I sort of explained to them what my dream was, and they was like, "No, Nisi, we love you," and I was just like, "Oh my God, my heart." And I hadn't seen them properly since Christmas, I think. Obviously, I've seen Casey, and obviously her coming Slimming World. Like, I see Casey quite, like, every week, so it's not like I'm not seeing any of that. Anyway, if you are new, Casey is my sister. She comes Slimming World with us on a Saturday morning. But yeah, so they came here yesterday. We just had a lovely day playing. We played Roblox. Ollie wanted me to play and I couldn't say no. But it was a nice day. So that was yesterday. Then last night, me and Ian went out for a sort of date night. We went to Miller and Carter. We had the most wonderful meal. I had to start like some chicken bites in like a chipotle sauce type thing. It was really nice. Ian had calamari. Ian had steak for main, and I had a burger that's got like steak and stuff in it. Yeah, we was gut busted when we came out of there, but it was really nice. And then today, Ian is at work, and I didn't realise until yesterday that Ian is doing a 7-day week this week. Yes, he's working today all the way through up and working on Saturday. He's trying to get Saturday off because there is a thing going on at Slimming World. It's the year's greatest loser or something, so there's like a whole award thing going on, and yeah, so he's trying to get Saturday off, but we don't know for sure if he will be able to get that off until tomorrow. Yeah, but he's back on days, which in a way helps me a little bit because I don't get all out of sorts, and so he's back on days. And yeah, I just wanted to come on and show you that on Friday, after I showed you the dishcloth that I had made, which was this one, I then cast on for another dishcloth and done another one. It's by the Bloomfields company again, and it's on the website. I just went on to their dishcloth patterns after I finished that one, and I've done this one. It's the faux cable. So am I showing you the right way? Yeah. So it's the faux cable. So again, it's a free pattern. So what you do is you knit two together without dropping them stitches off the needle, but then you knit into the first stitch again and then drop both of them. I have got yarn cozies that are very similar to this as well. That is what the pattern is really. It's a knit two together, not dropping it, faux cable. Really like the effect that it gives. So yeah, I have got 3 dishcloths from last week. These two and the January kitchen sink shop ones. I have taken dishcloths off of my WIP list, and the reason for that is I've still got the bag of cotton here. The reason I've taken it off of my WIP list and my numbers is because I want to try and cast on one every month, and that will be the kitchen sink shop monthly pattern. If I'm really not a lover of that pattern, I will go back into the library and see what other patterns there are. There may be duplicates because I really liked this month's one, so we'll just see how that goes really. But I will keep all of my cotton in here so I can just pick out of that. That's all the cotton that I do have. I don't have any other stash. So yeah, 3 dishcloths for last week, which I'm really pleased about. I'm not going to roll the dice till tomorrow. And tonight I want to, or today, it's 1 o'clock now. I do want to get this hat finished. I'm quite close to getting to where I need to start decreasing. I've got a few more rows to go, don't get me wrong, but I don't think there's much more. The hat is working up really quickly. So I want to knit on this tonight, and then I want to get more on my cross stitch done as well. So yeah, I am also going out shopping in a second. Need to go to B&M again. It's just, I like to go to B&M to get toiletries and stuff. I find it cheaper, there's more variety. So yeah, I need to go B&M, but I'm just going to go to the one that's down the road from us, because there's other things on the retail park as well. So yeah, I've just edited last week's vlog. It's still long, but I don't feel like I was as rambly. So yeah, it's still like an hour and a half long. I don't feel like I rambled as much, and I'm going to try my best not to ramble, because I have noticed that I've said in clips, I'm going to go now, and then there's still 5 minutes left of this clip, and I'm like, Denise, what have you said for another 5 minutes after you've said you're already going to go? So yeah, that happens quite a bit. I'm wearing my Whitmore today. I don't wear this very often because the neck, more than anything, the neck. It's quite a wide neck, and if I wear a t-shirt, I have got like a vest top on underneath. If I wear a t-shirt, my t-shirts poke out of the neck, and I'm not really a lover of that. I do want to make another Whitmore, and I want to make another love note, because the love note that I've got might even fit me now if I knew where it was. Might be in the loft, I'm not sure. The pink one that I made, that one is very tight fitting. And then I have another love note which I made into a t-shirt with the blue and pink yarn, and that one is quite big now. I've got 2 Whitmores. I've got this one which is quite big now. I don't know if you can see, there's quite a lot of material and stuff, and I would like one that's a bit more fitted so that the pattern gets stretched across my body a little bit more. So I'm going to see what size I made in this. It is in my notes. I'm going to see what size I've made in this, and maybe make a couple of sizes smaller. And even if I need it bigger for the body, like increase right after the end of the pattern. But this one, yeah, if I stand up, as you can, I've only got joggers on today. You can see that it is quite big now. There is a lot of positive ease, and I don't mind positive ease in a jumper like this. I just don't like, because I do go on, like when I want to start something, I'm always worried that I'm going to make something with the positive ease that it asks for and it's just going to drown me. And I don't like things that look too big unintentionally, if that makes sense. Where with jumpers and stuff, they're cozy, so I'll probably have this on all day. This yarn was, I don't know where this yarn has come from, to be perfectly honest. I could probably tell you. Hold the line, caller, I'm going to have a look. I do have it in here, I know I do. Yes, I do have it in here. I made the large. Wow, this was the large. And this was in New Fashion DK. I don't know where I would have got New Fashion from. I may have got this yarn from the market. I think I did. So there's a small shop down in the market next to us that sells yarn and stuff. And I think their stuff is New Fashion. And to be honest, I really like New Fashion yarn. I find it doesn't bobble. I've got Aldi yarn that I made my llama jumper out of that I was going to wear on Sunday at the yarn show. I got it out and it is just, I don't want to say felted, but it is so bobbly across the front, and I was like, I can't wear that, it doesn't look very nice. Which makes me sad because it's a really lovely colourwork yoke. But I just think like this sort of yarn is just such a hard wearing yarn. And I've also got my flamingo jumper that was knit in, don't think that was New Fashion, but it might have been Stylecraft or something along the lines, like very commercial type yarn like that. Is it Woolcraft? Or is that part of New Fashion? That might be New Fashion. It was a commercial yarn, and that has been the best yarn ever. And that jumper is huge on me now, and I'm sad because it is so big, and I can wear it as an indoor jumper. But it's just sad that these yarns are so good and hard wearing that they're just getting too big. So it may be a thing that I get some more of this yarn and just make another one. I don't know. I'm rambling now, aren't I? I really am. So I finished this in January last year. So this has been finished for a year. I don't feel like I've lost much weight since then. I've fluctuated throughout 2024. So this was probably just as big for me when I finished it, but I do want to make a smaller size to make it a bit more fitted. But this is nice and cozy. I'm going to put a coat over the top, and that's that. So watch this space. There may be another Whitmore this year. Anyway, I'm going to go now because it's starting to rain. I need to go shopping, and I need to get back and finish the orders that I got last week. I need to make sure that the glue is fine, and yeah, they will be shipped tomorrow. So yeah, right, let's go shopping and I will catch you up later on, hopefully with nearly a finished hat. We'll see, depending on how much crafty time I get. Yeah, so we'll go from there. Hello, good morning. It's Monday. Oh, I say good morning. I always say that. It's 12:10. I've been really busy this morning. I had some shop stuff to do. I had some orders to get out. They're ready to go over the post office. I'm just doing some lunch. I have changed my shelf yet again. So I've put the the yarn that I got for Christmas from Woolly Mama, that was already on the shelf. And me and Ian was talking, I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before, and he was like, I really like it when the yarn's up there, like it's all colourful and stuff. And I said, yeah, I was actually thinking about taking the jars away because they're just there for no reason. Like I'm filling them with stuff and I'm not using the stuff that's in the jars because I'm like, oh, it's in the jar. I know it's not that hard to get out, but yeah. So I have changed that around a little bit. I'll film a little bit, but it's nothing really that interesting, to be honest. I've just put some yarn up there. But I have finished my hat. So I finished this last night, and I've put the pom-pom on, and I absolutely love it. So the pom-pom is got yarn, so you can just tie it on. I'll put it on. I have brushed my hair today. It might not look like it. I haven't done much else, but I did brush my hair, sort of. So this is what the hat and the pom-pom looks like. I really, really like it. I like the fact that it's a beanie hat, but with a brim, and the pom-pom sits quite tight to my head. I did try it where I didn't have this fold over bit, and it didn't really sit right on the back of my head. So yeah, this is my new hat. I'm so pleased. I didn't weigh it before I put the pom-pom on, so I will do that and put it in my list of cast offs. I'm just really, really happy with how this has turned out. Really like the yarn. You can't really see the pattern, but it just gives it a nice texture. It's a little bit different. You can see my hair through it, and yeah, I really like it. So I've got a finished hat. So I've come on so I can roll the dice. It's Monday, and obviously everything is on my phone now, so I'm going to get my list up and then I'm going to roll the dice, disregarding the second dice still, because I'm working on the poppy. I did a little bit of it last night, not a lot, so not really much to show at the moment. So here is the app. Here are the dice. So I need to change this now because I have only got 12. So I'm going to get rid of that dice. I'm going to add another dice, which is a 12-sided dice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the app. I probably could close everything here. Oh wow, lots of apps open, so I don't have anything open now. I'm going to open the dice and we're going to roll. And it's number 4, which is the sea glass tea. And that is the one where I'm holding... Is that the one? Yes, where it is a... it's not colour work, but it's I'm holding yarn in either hand and knitting one and knitting the other one, knitting one, knitting... I don't know what you call that. It's not really colour work. So let me dig that out. I'll show you progress that I've got. And yeah, the other thing is when I was sorting out the jars and stuff, there was a couple of jars that I had made magic knot balls and they are ready to be used in this tea. So anyway, let me go and get the project and I'll show you what it looks like. So just very quickly as well, this is the shelf. It is a little bit jumbly, but it's not too bad. In this jar here is full of my mystery minis from last year from Mandy from Mousewitch Yarns. Here is all of the yarns that I've recaked that were big enough to make socks out of. So this is one of the magic knot balls that I've got, as well as this one here. that I could put into this project. These are the leftovers from my Slipstravaganza. This is the lovely yarn that Nancy gifted me, so I will be using that soon. Here is all of, not all, some of my hand-dyed yarn. Here is another basket bowl thing full of just random minis, and then there is some commercial sock yarn as well, my Squid Game men, and then just all my candle stuffs here. So this is what it looks like. Not too bad. Pretty pleased, and it's quite colourful. So I have tried to tidy my desk. It didn't really go to plan, but there we go. Okay, so this is the sea glass tea. I'll just show you a picture that's in the pattern. It is by Wool and Pine, and I don't think I've got a front cover of this pattern. No, that's the back page. It might be, yeah, I don't think I printed the front cover, just because I didn't need it. Oh, I do have the front cover. So this is the front cover of the pattern, and it's holding 2 yarns at the same time but knitting one every other stitch. That makes sense. So we have here, oh, I might not need those magic knot balls just yet. Anyway, so this, oh, I've split for sleeves. Oh, I'm fairer than I thought I was. Oh, this makes me so happy. So yeah, I have this much of this top. I have split for sleeves, and I have a big tangle. It's not that big of a tangle, it's just my yarn has got wrapped round the needle. Let's go the other side. I have this much of the underarm. Woo! So that's exciting. That is really exciting. I'm not going to say I'm going to have a finished object this week, because that is not going to happen. I love this. I love this. I'm really, really, really happy to get this back on the go and stuff. So this is the inside. So even though it's like colour work, it's not, but this is the inside. So you're just holding 1 yarn at a time, so you can see here, really. I am trying to do it so I'm not getting stripes like this anymore. Down here, like, I'm trying to alternate. I think I've got an odd amount of stitches. The postman. Yeah, so I think I've got an odd amount of stitches. So here you can see I'm trying to make it so it's not doing that, basically. Anyway, so these are the magic knot balls I'm using at the moment. There's still quite a bit on them, considering obviously I need to put both weights together. But also in this bag I have this, which is full of yarn that I will probably use in this project. So there's little bits, there's bigger bits, there's just random bits of yarn. And I think what I was going to do is make some magic knot balls eventually. But yeah, so I'm happy. I'm really happy. I've also got a needle in here. This is what happens when you put a project away and don't work on it for months, because it has been months. I'm assuming, yes, this was the cuff yarn. I am using for the neckband anyway, it was the cone that has just gone on forever. Like, it's a never-ending cone. So I am using that in my venomous cowl at the moment, and it is attached, so I might have to, actually I've just found some that I could use. I might actually put that in this bag. I found like some that I've balled off, so I'm going to put that in this bag actually, so I can finish if I ever get there. So I'm really happy. You'll see lots of progress on this week, hopefully. I will put a stitch marker in, and I will, it's living in a Elderflower Stitches bag. This is a really pretty bag, really pretty. I got it, a subscriber, and I'm so sorry, I can't remember the name of the person that gifted me the Advent. They gifted me a Elderflower Stitches Advent, and this came with a full skein and everything. And I made my cush leg with the yarn that I eventually then made into like a Mobius, not a Mobius. Basically I stitched the ends together to make it like a cowl, so you can wrap it like a litmus, so you could wrap it over your head a couple of times, because I was wearing it more doing that. Anyway, right, this is the yarn that I had left over from my hat, so I will need to decide what to do with this. Let me know what you think I should do with this. I did put it in a yarn cozy because it was getting a bit messy. I might leave it in this yarn cozy for now. I might just put this on my shelf so I could admire it still with the tag. Right, I'm going to go and do some lunch, and then I'm going to go over the road and send the packages, see what's come through the door. That's about it. I will catch you up a bit later on. Hello, good morning. It's Tuesday, and I am very pleased to say I have a finished object, but it's not knitting. It's my puppies. Obviously it needs rinsing, the hoop lines and all that, yeah. So but I did no knitting yesterday, even though I pulled the sea glass tee. I knew that I'd probably be able to get this finished last night, and literally this morning all I had to do was this dark line here, and I had a tiny little bit up here because that was part of page 1, and just to match it up. That is literally all I had to do this morning. I am so pleased with it. It is so lovely. I am going to get some foam board and try and sort of pin it, and then get a frame. I want to try and get a box frame, and it will have to be in like a dark, not dark, like an oaky wood type. So my mum's furniture is quite, it's the light wood, but it's hard to explain. Is it beech? I'm not sure. Anyway, I want to try and get something that will go with it. So, or even a green frame maybe. I don't know. I'll have a look around and see what I can get. As you can see, the thing is still fraying really bad. Yeah, so the pattern, I'm going to give you a little update on how I thought the pattern was. So this is the pattern and the kit that I bought. I had a look, and basically what I got in the kit, because I was talking to my friends the other day and they was like, oh, maybe the lady had already started it, so she'd cut off what she had started, and I did look online, and this is basically what you get. Very minimal amount of fabric, which if I had, obviously I started in the middle, but if I had started just off or whatever, it would have been horrendous. And I was really worried that I wasn't gonna be able to get all the stitches in. So yeah, that is it's by the Craft Collection. I've never heard of this company before. Obviously I've not done much cross stitch, but I don't know whether they do anything else, but I really enjoyed cross stitching the actual pattern. It was really easy. The pattern was really easy to follow. I know I put it on to mark up RXP, but even the paper it's still quite easy to follow and stuff. It is over 2 pages, but yeah. The other thing that I wasn't that overly keen on like, one, would I recommend the pattern? Yes, I would recommend the pattern, but I wouldn't recommend the kit, because obviously the amount of fabric that you get, and plus some of the actual flosses, I have literally ended up with nothing at all. The orange, I was struggling to get the last few stitches in with the last piece of thread that I had. Now it's using 1 strand, so that was fine. Lucky I didn't use 2. And I read the pattern. So there's 4 colours here that I really struggled to get what I could in. The red, I had loads. They give you 1 strand of black, but the only black on this is round here and this tiny little bit here, so that was fine. The pink, I had this much left, and then the green, I had, probably can't see properly, this much left. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend the kit, but to be honest, they are very easy to match colours, I would have thought. Like, it's red, pink, dark green, mid green, burgundy, and depending on how you want your flowers, like what colours you might do these in a darker red or a lighter red, or like poppies come in all different shades, they're not all the same. So yeah, but I'm so pleased that this is finished. I'm going to give it a soak maybe later and see how that goes. Did I show you the little scissors that I got? So I got these little scissors from Temu, and I've been using these for just putting in my notions pouch. But the problem is that I've got some needle minders in here and some what do you call it, these things, and everything just gets all stuck together. It's so funny. I've even got my pin badge from the Advent, my Union Jack. I might pin that on this bag actually. Let's pin this on this bag. Oh, it's really thick. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to get through that material. No. But it is in there. So, I'm going to just get rid of the floss that I've got left over, because it's really not worth keeping any of this. It's not like, it's not numbered or anything, it's just like these. This is how it's written down. But yeah, I'm really pleased this is finished. I'm just doing an order that I got, so I'm lasering an order, and then I'm hosting a Zoom with a few of my friends this morning. I think I've got a frog in my throat. There's loads of red. I can't believe how much red there is. But that is what it is. I'm going to try and see if I can use some alcohol, because I just wrote the name and the key thing on there. I might try and see if I can use some alcohol so I can reuse them. If not, it's no big deal. Yeah. So that is that so far this morning. I am gonna get my knitting out and do a little bit of my knitting because that's what I am feeling. Now, I'm not going to roll the dice for the rest of this week for cross stitch, but I am going to pull out my Malta cross stitch because I haven't done that for ages, and I do want to get some progress on it. I don't know how much, probably not much, because I want to do some knitting, and I'm going to knit while I'm chatting this morning, and yeah, so that is what's happened. What's happening for the rest of the day? Not a lot really. Ian's going to try and get some dinner while he's out. If not, I'll run over to Tesco. Ooh, I've got something in my eyes. I need to rub my eyes, you know, when you just need to rub them really, but I don't want to. Anyway, I'm going to go sort out this and I shall speak to you probably in a little bit. Hello, good morning. It is Thursday. How is everyone today? I didn't film anything yesterday. So I took Mikey on a school trip yesterday. It was in the afternoon. I had to get to the school for 12:30. But I got up, I washed my hair, I cut my hair. I put like I've had this before, a little side fringe. And I do quite like it when I have my hair up. So yeah, anyway. And then I went and met Casey because she only works half day on a Wednesday. She works 1:30 till 8 on a Wednesday, so that's why she couldn't take Mikey on his trip. Anyway, he wanted me to take him anyway, which I thought was so cute. And we went to the Sonus Centre in, is it classed as East London? I think it is. It's near Mile End. If you are familiar with London, yeah, it's near Mile End, and it's basically like it's an old cemetery that they've now turned into a park, so no people are now buried there or anything, and there's little pathways and walkways, and there's a like a porter cabin thing with a business called the Sonus Centre, and I think they do like school trips and stuff where they get the kids to go round and look for stuff. Like there was a dead tree and they gave them all magnifying glasses to go and look at little bugs, and there was mushrooms and all different stuff and flowers. They gave them monkey nuts to throw for the birds and stuff. It was really good. So that's what happened yesterday afternoon. I then picked the boys up and took them home, waited for Mike to get home. Then I came home, had dinner, and just chilled and watched YouTube last night. I was so tired, and I just was like, I don't want to do anything other than just sit here and mong out. So that is what I did, and it was quite nice actually. So I have been working on my sea glass tea, and I have enjoyed it more than I thought I would. What is behind me? Oh, the project back. I could see it in the thingy in the camera. I've got an itchy armpit. Sorry. Yeah, I've enjoyed it so much more than I thought I was going to. And this is how far I am now. So on Tuesday, I was hosting a Zoom, and that went on for a few hours, plus I'd knitted into the afternoon and stuff. And I had got from this flower here all the way to this stitch marker here. So I got all that in on Tuesday, and then last night I got that little bit in there. And I'm finding it better to put progress keepers in to see where how much I'm doing on that day, because I'm like, oh, it's actually quite a bit, where I think sometimes when you're just knitting round and round and round, it doesn't feel like you're getting anywhere until you actually put a marker in. So that's what I've done. I've put a marker in. I'm going to keep this daisy marker in because that will tell me where I was when I started knitting this week. I don't know. So I've got this much under the arm now. And if I can get quite a bit done today, I haven't got much planned today, to be honest. There's no shop stuff this week just because yesterday obviously I was out, and today I've got a few other bits and pieces to do, but not a lot, not like major stuff like going out the house stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna see how far I can get with this today. I'll put another stitch marker in. I'll put a different one in, so that will show me how much I can get in. I'm hoping that I can at least get to the rib at the bottom of this at some point. Whether this top fits me or not is a different question, because I'm feeling like it's going to be very similar to the neckline on my Alpine Bloom. And I feel like it might... It's flipping at the moment, but I think that's just... It's a 1x1 twisted rib. I could always take the rib back out. That's not a big deal. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. It is very, very stretchy. Like, there's so much stretch in it, even though it's 1x1 colour work. Like, look how stretchy that is. Where I would have thought, me personally, and my knitting, it would have been really tight. But I have actually gone down a needle size for this as well. So the pattern calls for 3.75, and I think I started on a 3.75 up the top here, and I didn't like the material. And then when I pulled it back out this week, I noticed there was another needle in the bag, and I was like, oh no, why have I got a bigger needle in the bag, but I'm still knitting on the smaller rib needle? And I did look at my notes, and it does say changed to 3.5 to knit body. So yes, thank you previous me for actually leaving a note. And yeah, like I said, it's super stretchy, and I haven't got to worry about it being tight in the way that, because it's colour work. This is the inside. I really like the inside as well, actually. It's more of a mould effect, I think. But I really like it anyway. I'm going to carry on with it today, see how much we can do. I was going to pull out my cross stitch last night, the Malta one, but I sat here and I was working on that, and I was like, I haven't got the brain space for it. So I might do a little bit of that as well today. And I need to get a frame for that other one. I might do that the weekend. My parents are here next week, so I will be gifting them their gifts next week. But I do want to get the Malta cross stitch out, which I might get out, and then at least it's out, and yeah, or like at the front of the cupboard. So yeah. I just want to also apologise for anyone else that I have pulled down this rabbit hole. Mandy, Sarah, Nancy. Yeah, I watched Mandy's podcast, and yeah, I'm just very grateful. I've got some wonderful friends that I can enable, and we can enable each other. We are the easily led. We are so easily led into anything, and it's just, I couldn't have found better friends, to be honest, to chat on a daily basis. It's just so lovely. So thank you, ladies, for helping me dig this rabbit hole a little bit deeper. Also, I did order another hoop with the clamp thing on it today. More sign language. Clamp. And that is coming today. And the reason I know that is because Casey's nephew, so Casey's nephew, Mike's nephew, they all live in the same house now. He is our new postman. So he's been a postman for ages, but he's our new postman, and he sent a picture of my Shein parcel to Casey today, and it's got Ian's laces in it that I've ordered him, and hopefully, fingers crossed, my clampy stitch holder. So I might be able to have a look at that as well, and I might be able to clamp my Q-snap to it. I'm hoping. If not, then just hoops will be okay. So yeah, right. I was thinking today this vlog would be quite a lot shorter because I haven't filmed as much throughout the week, but we'll see. I've got today and tomorrow still, and I'm gonna knit on this. Do you know what? I'm enjoying it so much doing continental and English style at the same time. I really am, and I'm thinking that I might knit another one in the future, not anytime soon, but in the future, where it's not all scrappy yarn like this. It's more of a fade. So yeah, watch this space. That might happen. I'm not sure. We'll see how that one fits. I still need to repair the Alpine Bloom, but the reason that I haven't repaired the Alpine Bloom yet is because the yarn is attached to my Venomous Cow, and I know I've got a ball of yarn loose, but I want that for this just in case I get to the bottom, so I can at least go on to maybe the sleeves. I don't know, I need to measure how long I want the body. So yeah, right, I'm definitely going now, and I will catch you up a bit later on with any more progress. I will get a stitch marker out so I remember to do that, and yeah, so I will hopefully come on and show you my clamp. And yeah, and I'll show you where I am up to on the cross stitch as well, I think, so you can get an idea for that. And then next week I will be rolling the dice for both. I will be busy next week because as I said, my parents are coming over. They're over on Wednesday afternoon. They are coming here, and then on Thursday we're out, I think, and then Friday we're out. So there's not going to be as much knitting next week or crafting next week, and then the week after when they go home, that will be okay, but then we're away. So I need to either roll the dice for stuff to take away with me or just pick smaller things to take away. I definitely want to take a cross stitch with me, but I don't know what knitting project to take away with me just yet. I will panic about that probably 2 days before we go, so that's what normally happens. I'm rambling. Something's moving. You know when you can hear a bag just slowly moving? Right, I'm gonna go. Hello, it's now Friday. Yes, I didn't come back on yesterday. I do apologise. I just spent the day just chilling, and then Ian got home. I had some parcels that I needed to send and go Tesco and yeah, just random bits. So I have been working on my top, but I thought I'd show you the contraption that came yesterday. So this is a new stand for my cross stitch. So basically the one that I've got is very similar. It's got a foot base like this and it goes up, but my hoop is attached to the top, where this one, and it does come apart like this, this one you can adjust the height of it a little bit with this screw here, and then you can clamp your frames or hoops. Whoops, let's tighten that up a little bit. You can clamp your hoops to this, so then you can do two-handed stitching. Unfortunately I can't get my Q-snap in there, but I did think to myself, to be honest, The Q-snap is quite big anyway, so I have got my mortar cross stitch back out just to work on for a little while. I'm now putting in a different blue, and I think this blue that's down here comes all the way up, so it's like the edging before the land. So yeah, I'm really excited to get a little bit more of this done. I have my Chucky needle minder. I changed that up, and yeah, so I'm going to work on this, and I'm going to take this into next week, I think. But also, I know I said I was going to roll the dice for a cross stitch. What I might do is roll the dice, but then also start... should I just carry on with this? Because it hasn't been out for a while. And then I could roll the dice to see what one I take away with me. I don't know. I'll see how much of this at the weekend I can get done. And if I can get lots done at the weekend and I feel like I've got a bit of progress on this, then I may roll the dice on Monday. You'll know that in next week's vlog. But yeah, I've got this much so far. Really enjoying it, and I love the way it looks in the screen. Where me just looking at it, it just looks like loads of colours, but you can actually like see the wave bits. Yeah, so that's the cross stitch. The sea salt tea, I am now this far. So when I started, let me hold it the other way. When I started on Monday, I was here. I did all this on Tuesday. I did this little bit here on Wednesday. That's the day I took Mikey on his school trip. I did this yesterday, and then I put another stitch marker in just to see how much I can get done today. I thought I wanted about 15 inches from under the arm, but I've decided I want about 16.5. So I measured up against this top, and this is 17 inches plus the little bit of rib at the bottom. This is my Rocket Tee. Absolutely love this top. It's my favourite. So yeah, I'm going to... This is 17 inches with a tiny little bit of rib at the bottom. It's like teeny weeny. And the rib on this I do want a little bit bigger, so like another ½ an inch bigger to compensate. Anyway, yeah, that is how far I've got. I'm really enjoying it. Really loving doing the 2x2. And I can't wait to get this finished. Really, it won't be finished this week because I do need to do the sleeves, and the sleeves I'm just going to do probably just a little bit, and then the cuff I'm not going to go too mad with the sleeves, but I think I want sleeves that are possibly a bit longer than this. I think these sleeves are literally a colour, so maybe 8 rows. And I probably want a sleeve that comes to about here, so I'll do a little bit. But yeah, I am really pleased with this so far. And it's nice because it's quite long. I was on a Zoom last night, and the lovely Tonya was there, and she was saying, have you tried it on yet? And I was like, no, because I'm not sure if it's going to fit. And she was like, I don't know how you can knit on it, all that, and not know if it's going to fit. But to be honest, like, there's a lot of room in it to go around my bust, and my bust is actually the biggest part of me now. Where it used to be, my belly was the biggest part, but my bust circumference is the largest part of me. And there is loads of room in here to go around my bust. And yeah, I'm hoping that it will be okay. And I don't want to try it on, find out it doesn't fit, then not want to knit on it. I'd rather get the actual item finished, then that way it's a finished object, and I can either keep hold of it until I've lost that little bit more weight, because there is a little bit more that I want to lose, or I don't know. I'm not sure, but yeah, this is progress. I love the way the colours are just going down and transitioning into different ones, and the stripes and everything. We're into a bit of a blue sequence at the minute. So there was like yellows here, a few red and some now blues. I'm just really enjoying it. So I'm going to carry on, and I'm hoping that I can get the body done this week, and then the next time I pick it up it's just the sleeves. So yeah, but yeah, I'm happy with it. So that's the most important part. What else is there to say? I don't think there is much else to say. I did wind up a couple of more Magic Knot balls. I can't remember if I said that or not, but I did wind a couple more up. But yeah, that is it for this week. I honestly do not know how long this vlog is going to be, because I don't feel like I've actually spoke that much. I'm not 100% sure. Next week, like I said, it's going to be a little bit different because my parents are over. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be as normal, but then from then till the next Tuesday, I'm probably going to be very busy, and socks and my muscle bra probably will get the most work done on it, so we'll see. I'm not that bothered, to be honest. And then when we go to my mum's, I am thinking of taking just a couple of projects. I don't want to take too much, to be honest. But I don't know what projects I want to take. Do I want to take things that are nearly finished? Do I want to take things that have got a bit to go on, because then I can work on them? The other thing is we are there for just over 2 weeks. Do I roll the dice twice and let that pick the 2 projects that I take away with me and just work on them as and when in them weeks? That might be a good idea. But then obviously if it calls the blanket, I can't take all that yarn with me. If it calls the, like, a big sweater, I can't take that with me. Oh, I don't know. I think what we'll have to do is pack and then see what room there is. We've got 2 big suitcases each, where normally we only take 1 big suitcase. So there's going to be plenty of room. The only thing is obviously it's cold over there, and we're going to be taking like jumpers and jeans and jogging bottoms and stuff. So yeah. I know I'm talking about this now, and I'm still going to be talking about this in like a week and a half's time, because we're going to be packing by then. So I'm going to shut up. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching this vlog. I'm going to end it now just because it is Friday. Ian is due home very soon. He's finishing early today. And I need to go to Hobbycraft to pick up a frame for the poppy cross stitch. I don't know whether that's going to happen today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. So yeah, anyway, that is it. I shall see you all in the next vlog. Thank you for watching this one, and I hope you have a lovely crafty time. Bye guys.